As both teams circle away. Color rush action here at Little Caesars Arena. Spartans in their road greens with white trim. Wolverines decked out in their maize uniforms with blue trim, blue pants, blue gloves, and that winged helmet up top as at center ice meeting on the winged wheel. Tiernan Shouty, the centerman for Michigan State, and it'll be TJ Hughes taking the draw for the Spartans. Michigan State controls the draw. We're underway here from the Motor City, and the puck is quickly delivered down behind the net of Michigan. It'll be an icing call as an errant pass from Patrick Geary, the sophomore defenseman for Michigan State, trying to connect with Tommy Monisto. As we look at the starting lineup for the Wolverines, something to note on their blue line, Luca Fantilli and Tyler Duke, the starting defenseman. Special day for the Duke family. Tyler's older brother, Dylan, who played for the Wolverines last year, was a Spartan killer last season, made his NHL debut this afternoon for the Tampa Bay Lightning right here at Little Caesars Arena against Red Wings. He also picked up his first career NHL goal in front of his friends and family, including Tyler, who was in attendance. Unfortunately, Dylan had to head off. He's got a game with Montreal tomorrow right before they get to the Four Nations Cup break, but still a special day for the family there as off the face-off, Michigan State able to clear it down the length of the ice, down into the Michigan end. Behind the goal, Monisto on the forecheck, pushed out the near side, and Wolverines now trying to break out down through neutral ice and batted down into the Michigan end by Ernest. Behind his own net, Augustine slides it around the dasher out towards center ice. Wolverines making a change here 30 seconds into the contest. Pass through center, Will Horkoff, the freshman who joined the team at Christmas, chips it down in behind Michigan State's goal. Rimmed around the far side wall, held in by Werner. Werner in the right corner, stick handling it, is poked away by Isaac Howard, who punches it to the near side, the neutral zone, to Tanner Kelly, who snaps it rink wide to Charlie Stramel, enters in down the left wall. Centering pass intended for Isaac Howard, slides through his skates as he was tied up with Truscott. Werner picks it up and brings it in down the left wing of the Spartan zone, down into the left corner. Pushed in the near side glass by Nicholas Andrews. Countless Metro Detroiters playing in both teams here tonight as Horkoff circles out behind to the far side of the net. As pass intercepted by Isaac Howard, now lifted by Russell. Back over to Howard, down the left wing. He gains his own. Bottom of the left circle. Short side shot, trying to go over the short side shoulder of Corpy. It goes wide, carrying to the near side wall. Stramel pushing it down into the corner behind the goal. Russell helping out, pushing it further down to the left corner. Isaac Howard collapsing in as he's two-handed into the glass by Michael Hayes. On his knees, covering up on the puck as there's a tie-up in the corner, pushing and shoving away from the puck as Truscott buries Russell into the boards. No penalty. The referees are letting him play. Same officiating crew in last night's contest at Munn Ice Arena, where the Spartans took over 30 penalty minutes in the contest. Quickly, the Spartans re-enter in down the right wing, centering attempt on the backhand for Russell, intended for Howard, swiped away by the Wolverines. Moldenhauer at his own blue line, slides it ahead to Helm, who streaks his way in down the right side of the Michigan State zone. Stood up off the puck, picked back up by Dorr, and he goes back the other way now, gaining it down the left side, along the left wall. Button hooks up towards the left blue line, backhand up to the top. Geary puts a drive into a pad save, loose rebound up in the air, and Corpy covers for the first shot on goal of the game here at 17:49, and a whistle. And now I make way for my color commentator tonight, Allie Cohen.
Michigan State really looks like they're coming out strong. Don't want a repeat of yesterday where both teams were kind of coming out sloppy. Michigan State looks though as if they're the ones who came out faster today. Haven't had an official shot on goal yet, or marked, but they've had more opportunities. They've been in their attacking zone for pretty much the whole first 2 minutes.
As off the defensive zone faceoff, Wolverines able to clear it out down into the Michigan State end behind his own goal. Patrick Geary rimmed it around to the far side up towards the blue line. O'Connell through center, backhands it to Larson. Enters in on the left wing, drops it for O'Connell on the left circle, dances way behind the goal, comes out the near side, up to the blue line on the near side. Sturback, hold on. The Buffalo Traffic fires through traffic, going out short side, carrying around behind the net out far side. Poked out towards the blue line and out towards center ice. Maxim Sturback tracks it back down for Michigan State. Spartans trying to re-enter. Mishandling the puck at the blue line as O'Connell is taken away by Hughes, who tries to chug his way in down the right side. To the near side wall of the Spartan zone. Larson circles back towards his own net. Snaps it rink wide to Gucciardi, who starts the attack up the ice along the benches, and he'll flip it in, getting caught in the skates of the linesman. The Wolverines able to hold on to the puck. Truscott up towards center to TJ Hughes, who tries to redirect it towards his centerman Ernest. It's denied. They have to reset up the far side, and it's snapped in along the glass by Haiti. Spartans quickly breaking out again. The fourth line on the ice. Van Sagi centers to Griffin Jarecki down the right wall into the zone as he takes a two-hand from Tyler Duke, hits the ice, and a penalty coming here just over 3 minutes into the game. The first penalty of our contest. Tyler Duke headed to the penalty box here. He's getting a 2-minute minor. We'll see what the call is.
Duke was an active player in yesterday's game. Didn't record anything, though, on the stat sheet. He's been a player who has been involved in this rivalry, as Matt said, following in his brother's footsteps. Dylan Duke, who was, quote, a Wolverine killer last year.
He was dominant against Michigan State. He scored a big goal whenever he needed it, including in that NCAA tournament matchup out in St. Louis in the regional final to push Michigan to that third consecutive Frozen Four appearance. Wolverines would end up falling short in the national semifinal game to Boston College. And offensive zone faceoff controlled by Michigan State. Baskel, top of the zone, puts it through traffic, deflected on its way through in traffic into the right corner. Stramel with the puck. Pushes up the boards to Howard, who returns it back into the right corner. Playing catch with Howard, who gets it back on the right hash marks. Up top, Baskel. Across to the left side, walking in. Dorr puts it on to the near side. Whiffing on a shot as Howard puts it up in the air. Still loose in front of the net. Backhand shot through traffic denied. Corby with another save, and it's swiped away to the far corner. Rimmed along the glass by Keenan Draper. It clears the zone. Wolverines get a much-needed clear for the Spartan top power play line, putting some pressure on. They scored on their first power play opportunity of the game last night. Carson Dorward had the lone goal for Michigan State all game long. Now through center, Howard regains the zone to Vansagi. Back down to Howard on the bottom of the right circle. Fans on a pass in the right corner. Cleared out, but it goes off of Howard to stay in. Howard from the right wall up top to Nicholas Andrews. Andrews from Canton, Michigan over the near side. Howard shot in front. Loose rebound. He scores! Shane Vansagi opens the scoring. A power play goal at 15:47. And Michigan State, just like last night, up 1-0 after a power play goal.